Folks, this is not Rudy, so sorry for that. That was a joke. All right, today we have a very special package. It's this box right here. Okay, so a good friend of mine from a long time ago, back when we were kids, taught me how to play a game called Magic the Gathering. And, well, we'll just call him Steven to protect his identity. But, so anyway, Steve taught me how to play this weird card game one day because we were bored, and I think we were like 12 years old. Must have been like early 1995. I don't think Ice Age was out yet, but it may have been. I can't remember exactly. It was kind of blurry. It was sometime between 4th edition and Ice Age. And I lost my collection a long time ago in a flood, or they just got given away, who knows. Some of my comics got flooded, so it might have been in that stash. I'm not 100% sure. But I mentioned on my Facebook that I started playing Magic again, and he was the only one that responded that still had his original collection. So I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. We're going to open up this box and see what's in here. Now, here's the interesting thing. There are 584 cards in here that I think he said the last set he bought was Mirage in 1996. So the cards are from like 93 to 96, I guess. But I didn't ask him for a list of the cards, and I'm not sure if he knows exactly what's in here. But we're going to go through it. It's going to be kind of like opening a booster box because we don't know what we're going to get. So I'm pretty sure Stronghold came out in like 98 or something. So he probably doesn't have any Stronghold in here. But Mirage, 4th edition, Ice Age, I think Tempest. Definitely. So, here we go. And look at this presentation. I'll tell you one thing about Steve. Ever since we were kids, he took meticulous care of everything that he had. I always remember his room and all of his stuff being very organized and well maintained. So this is not really a shock, but he's kept these in his office closet, I guess, for the past 25 years, which is just ridiculous. But look at these card boxes. I guess he said he picked up these card boxes actually in 2023. He found these because prior to that, they were just stored in a toolbox that he made in arts and crafts in school a long time ago. So this tray goes in one of those boxes. So we're gonna go through these cards and see. These are all well, I'm not gonna say all of them, but there might be quite a few cards I can use in an old school deck that I'm planning on creating. So let's see. Let's just get a nice presentation here for the people. For the thumbnail. Okay. So let's go ahead and start looking through these. Okay. Which one should we go through first? Let's do this yellow box here, okay? Put these off to the side for now. Yeah, I want to use this entire mat here to open this stuff. And see, what exactly do we have here? This is a cool box, Volt X. But yeah, I'm very honored for him to pass down his collection to me. To now, it is now my burden to bear. And he has every card in sleeves. So they are also color color coordinated, he said. Let's see, are these all green? They are. So let's go through these and see what we got. I don't know what a lot of these are. This is alliances. Gargantua Gorilla. Okay. Ooh, here we go. We got some homelands. Daughter of Autumn. Very noble. These are homelands. Primal Order. I remember this card. During each player's upkeep, Primal Order deals 1 damage to the player for each non-basic land he or she controls. Primal Order. So it's almost like Underworld Dreams, but green and for non-basic land, right? Or Saurian Badger. So Homelands was one of those sets that was hated. Almost hated more than Fallen Empire. Probably is hated more than Fallen Empire. But Autumn Willow. Now this card I actually did run in a constructed deck a long time ago. Mid-90s. It's a pretty good card. It's not great, but in a certain deck. Stunted Growth. So here we got some Ice Age. Target player chooses 3 cards from his or her hand and puts them on top of their library in any order. If that player does not have enough cards in hand, puts his entire hand on top of his library in any order. It costs 5 though. That's a lot. Okay, so here we got some Mirage, Mindbender Spores. A lot of these I might not remember or recognize. Mammoth Harness. But we're going to make a couple piles. We're going to do a pile that we can use and a pile that we can't use. Ooh, we got a revised Birds, guys. A revised Birds of Paradise. That's a hit. That is a hit. And we got a lot more elves. 4th edition, it looks like. Does that say 95? I think so. I can't see. I'm pretty sure. Why is the text so small? But yeah, so we have, it looks like a 4th edition a lot more elves and a revised Birds. Ooh, I like that. Those 2 cards can actually get used in my deck. So that's good. That's good. Ooh, a Giant Growth. I'm sure he has plenty. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is why I bought these cards. Because I lost all of my cards, some of these cards in his collection, like this Giant Growth, this Lawnmower Elves, are possibly the very cards that I learned how to play Magic. Because I remember our first game, I was playing with a green deck. That's all I really remember. Here we got some Visions. So I remember I was playing green. Now, the exact cards I don't remember, but Giant Growth, Lawnmower Elves really stand out. And those were some pretty usable commons back in the day. And for old school too. This one's got Island Walk and Regeneration. Pretty cool. Now, I'm going to have like a separate pile here of maybes. So these cards right here, I'm going to say are not usable. These cards, we're going to put this pile of our actual, we'll just put it up here, actual usable cards up here. And this one's a maybe. I mean, it's 2 for a 2/1 with Island Walk and Regeneration. We can't use that in old school, so we'll just put it here. We got the War Mammoth, 4 for a 3/3 with Trample. It's a possibility because I don't know what cards I'm going to get in here to use in my old school deck. But we got a Finhorde Druid, 3 for 2/2. This is alliances. Some more Mirage. Worldly Tutor. I think this is a good card. We need to make a separate pile for good cards that aren't going to really be playable in old school. So this is not really playable in old school, but it's a good card. So we'll put our Worldly Tutor over here because I know that's used a lot in Commander, right? We have a Lure. Definitely usable in our old school deck. So we'll throw it down there. Gazban Ogre. I remember this guy. 1 for 2/2. During your upkeep, if a player has more life than any other, he or she gains control. I don't like that. We got a giant spider. Hey, we're going, this can block flyers. It was actually a good card back in the day. You couldn't bolt it because it's 2/4. And since we're going budget on this, we might have to throw that in there. This guy, I remember this card, but I don't remember if it's good. It's got flanking. Flanking was whenever a creature without flanking is assigned to block this creature. The blocking creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Centaur cannot be the target of spells or effects. That's cool. I mean, yeah, it's decent, but it's not really, it's not old school playable. Ooh, look at this. We have a crawl worm. Crawl worm is big and playable. We'll put it in our old school deck. Gorilla Chieftain. Chieftain? It's a 3/3 with regeneration. That's from Alliances. Alliances is one of my favorite sets, but no playability. All right, next we got Gorilla Chieftain. 3/3 regeneration. Another Gorilla. Gorilla Berserkers. Ooh, it's got Trample and Rampage 2. Cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. Okay, so back in the day, they had a keyword called Rampage. It was one of the original keywords, I believe. Or else it came out in Legends. One or the other. I can't remember, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But Rampage 2, I'm pretty sure it came out in Legends. But what that means is it gets +2/+0 for each creature blocking it. And it cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. It costs 5 for a 2/3. Which means when 3 creatures blocks it, it's going to get a +6/+0. So it's actually going to be 8 damage for 5 if they block it. If you don't block it, they're just taking 2. That's a pretty cool card, though. I'm not sure if it's good or not because I don't recognize it. But here we got another Gorilla Berserker. There's 2 different pictures. Those could be useful, but not in... looks like he had a play set of them here. Are these all different art? No, those are the same. Gorilla Pack. So they're not playable in old school, which is the only reason why they're not going into the deck. So we got Deadly Insect here. Cannot be the target of spells or abilities. Another cool Alliances card. Panther Warriors. Visions. Man, Visions. Dude, I'm telling you guys, this was my childhood here. We got back-to-back Alliances, Visions, what was the other one? Mirage. So Alliances, Visions, Mirage, Tempest, Stronghold. I mean, those were all bangers. We had so many good sets when I was in middle school and high school. It was great. Panther Warriors. Taste of Paradise. Another Alliances card. 3 and a green, gain 3 life. Gain 3 life for each 1 and a green you pay in addition to the casting cost. Ooh, that's cool. Giant Growth. Let's go. We're making a deck, guys. We got another Giant Growth. Another Giant Growth. It's Ice Age, though. We can't use that in our old school deck because it has to be original art. We got a Hurricane. Each player and each creature with flying. That's a good sideboard card. Another Hurricane. We'll put that in our sideboard. Giant Mantis. 3 and a green for a 2/4. And it can block creatures with flying. Mirage. I love the old school sets. I mean, I guess they're not technically old school. They're like pre-modern. But pre-modern is like, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. We got a Warthog. It's got Swamp Walk. 3/2 with Swamp Walk for 3. This would be a banger card back in old school days, but can't play it. Another Taste of Paradise. Another Gorilla. Oh, Thicket Basilisk! Whoa! Whoa, it's only an uncommon, but this card is good. And we got a lure here. Where is our combo piece? Hold on. We've got a birds. We've got a lure. Here we go. There's our combo right there. We got the Thicket Basilisk with the lure. We got a wild growth. Wild growth. But this is Ice Age. Can't use that. Another giant spider. Let's throw it in there just for now. We might have to pare it down later, but we're doing green and black, I think. So, Spider Climb. You may choose to play Spider Climb as an instant. If you do, bury it at the end of turn. It's an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +0/+3 and can block creatures with flying. For 1 green, it boosts the toughness and you can block flying. It's okay. Elven Cachet. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. It's like a regrowth that costs twice as much, so not great. But I mean, it might be good in Commander because you can only play 1 of each card. So this might actually put this with our Worldly Tutor, and we can play that in our Commander deck. All right. Panther Warriors. I remember these guys. 5 for a 6/3. What is this? What is this card? I think this is... Hold on a second. This is 2000... What's the date on this? I can't read. Anyway, it's an overrun for 2 and 3 green. Is it? I don't know what this is. He did say he has a promo card in here. This might be the promo card. We're gonna have to look that up. We'll look it up and see what that is. We got another giant growth. I think we need 1 more to complete a set. And a Findhorn Elder. You remember this card? 2 and a green. It's a 1/1. Tap to add 2 green to your mana pool. Not bad. Good ramp. Actually, I might throw this in my Commander deck because I am playing 5C. We are not even through the green cards yet. Oh my goodness. We got a revised giant growth. Check it out, guys. That's going in the deck. We got some more giant growths that cannot go in our deck. Wild Elephant, 3/3 trample. Isn't that just like the Woolly Mammoth? What was the... Hold on a second. Let me just see something here. Yeah, Woolly Mammoth is 3 and a green for 3/3 trample. So this is just another Woolly Mammoth. That's all it is. I don't like when they do this. I mean, I understand that you can... That way, if you want to have 8 of them in your deck, you can. But who wants to have 8 Woolly Mammoths? I mean, if you want to play Alpha 40, you can do that. Crash of the Rhinos. I remember this. I think I have that card. I used to have that card. It's probably a common. Another Findhorn Elf. That one's definitely in a played condition. You know, back before we had sleeves, you just, like, you know, raw dogged it with your cards. Decomposition. Play only on a black creature. Enchanted creature gains cumulative upkeep 1 life. Wow. Okay, if enchanted creature is put into the graveyard, its controller loses 2 life. Okay. So, yeah, on their turn, at minimum, they're losing 2 life with this thing. That's interesting. Interesting. Whenever a creature attacks you, it loses flanking. It probably doesn't have flanking to begin with. That's funny. Cool artwork, though. Like, you cannot beat the old school artwork of these cards. Barbed Foliage. Whenever a creature without flying attacks you, Barbed Foliage deals 1 damage to it. That's cool, especially if they had a bunch of token creatures. I wonder if I could put this in there. It is an enchantment. Whenever a creature with flying attacks you, this does 1 damage to it. I don't know if that's really going to matter. Oh well. Taste of Paradise, we've had that. Giant Mantis. Quirion Elves. I don't remember this one. Choose a color. Tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color to your mana pool. Play this ability as a mana source. Tap to add green to your mana pool. Play this. Oh my goodness, these are good. 1 and a green, you can pick to add whatever color you chose, or green, and there's no drawback. That's good. We're going to put that in our Commander deck. Then we go back to the homelands. Remember the old homelands? I remember this set vividly because I felt like they were making a set of, what do you call it? Now I can't remember. You know, they're like pilgrims or whatever. Anyway, homesteaders. But yeah, I'm not going to read the card because Homelands was just almost useless. Ooh, I do remember this one. Cool. There we go. Look at these guys. You know, just doing the homestead life. It's just crazy. Crazy Homelands. Ooh, Hungry Mist. I remember playing this card back in the day because I did not have a lot of good cards. I had a few good cards. But back in the day, you just bought packs and you made whatever you could. And this was one of the cards. During your upkeep, pay 2 green or bury Hungry Mist. So 4 for a 6/2 though. I mean, that's not bad. You do have an upkeep, but getting this out on like, say you have a couple elves, getting this out on turn 3, you have a 6/2 attacking somebody. I mean, it wasn't awful. It's awful now. I remember both of these artworks too. Oh man, the ferrets. Okay, Leaping Lizards. Yeah, Homelands was just a rough set. I mean, I think they killed the power a little too much. And I don't know about the artwork. The artwork was very like, ooh, we got an Urnam Jin. I was really hoping we would get an Urnam Jin, and we got one. We need a set of 4 for our deck. But we did get an Urnam Jin. That's awesome. Cool. I'm excited about that. We got a Crawl Giant. 6/4 Trample. Rampage 2. 7 is a lot though. 7, I guess. I mean, it does have Trample. 7 for 6/4. We might just throw it in here just for a surprise card. Like, boom, we got a big guy. I'll put both of them in there. We might get rid of them later. Ooh, it looks like we're getting into black cards already. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have a Dark Ritual. Ice Age, though. We can't use that. Binding Agony. For each 1 damage dealt to enchanted creature, Binding Agony deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Okay. Ooh, we have a Mirage Dark Ritual, which I don't ever remember pulling one of these. That's pretty cool. Cadaverous Knight. Flanking. That might be a thing to throw into my commander deck. Just put a bunch of flanking stuff because nobody will be able to block it, right? Is this where you can't block it? Oh, no. Whenever a creature without flanking is assigned to block, they get -1/-1. But it also has regeneration. Cemetery Gate. That's another Homelands. I remember this one. Black card with protection from black. Another one. Another image. I remember both those. Dry Spell. Dry Spell deals 1 damage to each creature and player. That is such a bad card. It's not good at all. It does 1 damage. Drudge Spell. Okay, this one, you pay 2 black. It's an enchantment, okay? And it has an activated ability where you pay 1 black. Remove from the game 2 target creatures in your graveyard to put a skeleton token into play. Treat this token as a 1/1 black creature with pay 1 to regenerate. 1 black. If Drudge Spell leaves play, bury all skeleton tokens. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to remote. I'm just trying to see if there's anything useful in here. 4 to give +4/+0 is a no-go. I do want to get... We really need some Unholy Strengths, I think. I want some of those. So these are all Homelands. We're basically going to skip through these Homelands. Greater Werewolf. I remember this guy. Okay. Singir Bats. Let's see. That's cool. Another Singir Bats. I forgot how bad this set was. Homelands was very disappointing. And we have a Norrit, which is so useless. Cool. All right, so these are our green and black. We're just going to put these back in the box, and then our cards that we are going to possibly use, we will just leave those out for right now. I don't have my divider. What happened to my divider? Okay, it's black. All right, so as the caretaker of this collection, it's my duty to keep them in order and well preserved. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, nice though. All right, box number 2. We might do one of these. I'll save the big box for last. Okay, so let's go with, since we were just looking at green cards, I'm just gonna pick this green box. Yeah, good choice, because it looks like we're back to black. Back to black. All right, to start us off, we have a revised Singir Vampire. Pretty expensive. It's a 4/4 though. 4th edition and a 4th edition. So I think maybe we'll throw these in there for a possibility. We do have a lot of spots to fill in our budget deck here. We have a Lord of the Pit. Not going to use that one. I don't think that's usable, honestly. Okay, we'll put these down here. We have another Dark Ritual, Ice Age, can't use that. Stench of Evil, destroys all planes. Ooh, there's an Abyssal Spectre. Abyssal Spectre. It's Ice Age though, can't use that. Okay, let's go Homelands. A Gloom, here we go. When spells, white spells cost an additional 3. Gloom can go into our sideboard. I really love Dan Frazier. He's one of my favorite artists. This is Dan Frazier. This is Dan Frazier right here. His art style is just really good. Bladed Shaman. Phyrexian Boon. Here we go. What's this one? Trying to look at the date here. Is that 97? This might be 6th edition. Or 5th edition. Might be 5th edition, I think. Icequake. Choking Sands. Destroy target non-swamp land. If that land is non-basic land, Choking Sands deals 2 damage to the land's controller. I don't know. Possibly commander card. Phyrexian Boon. This is some more alliances. Barbed Back Worm. Okay, Feast or Famine. Oh, we got an Animate Dead. I've actually been needing one of these. I think I have one. I think I have a revised copy. But yeah, Animate Dead. Ooh, we got a Fallen Angel. We can use that in our deck. Okay, cool. We got Grandmother Singir, of course. It's from Homelands, and they would do something like that to us. All right. Let's see here. Let's go through Baron Singir. For some reason, I thought this was a good card back in the day. 8. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard the same turn Singir damaged it, put a +2/+2 counter on Baron Singir. Tap, regenerate target vampire. It's cost way too much. We got Black Carriage, Singir Autocrat, Stupor. Ooh, what's this one? Target opponent discards a card at random, then chooses and discards a card. Ooh, I think we need to put that in our commander pile here. These are possible cards that we can use in our commander. We got a Hypnotic Spectre, guys. Hypnotic Spectre. That's going in the deck. It's a good card. I remember playing that card back in the day. Pox. Another Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, we got a play set of Hypnotic Spectres. We got a revised and 3/4 edition. That's a win right there. Look at those guys. That is one of the better black creatures from the core set. So we're definitely gonna be able to use that. Broken Visage. Man, I remember how bad these homeland cards were. Another Sangir. This one definitely has some playtime on it. And we have another one, 2 more revised. Okay. Icequake. Let's see what we got here. Another Icequake. These sleeves, you can tell, are old played sleeves. Check these out. Look at this. These are original from like 25 years ago. Okay, let's get through these. Ooh, this one's got some damage, it looks like. Maybe, is this inking or something? I don't think it's supposed to look like that. What's going on with this card? I'm gonna call that a misprint, I think. It's very off-center too. Huh. I'm just gonna leave that here for a further investigation. Hymnotorac. That is one of those. Oh my goodness. We have a couple of these. Hymnotorac. These were the cards that you could actually use from Fallen Empire, which is funny. They're the only Fallen Empire cards we've seen so far. And not to spoil it, we have a demonic tutor from Revised. Guys, oh my gosh, 2 demonic tutors. Oh, and we got Dark Rituals, guys. We have, guys, okay, I'm getting a little too excited about this pull here. These are cards, and I'm not like 100% surprised. It's just that Steve didn't really know what he had in here. Or maybe he did, but he didn't. He didn't know, he didn't tell me what he had. So Hymnotorac, this is like one of the 2 cards from Fallen Empire that you can actually use. So we'll go over this real quick. So you pay 2 black. It's a sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards at random from his or her hand. If target player does not have enough cards in his or her hand, they discard their entire hand. So, I mean, I'm talking to the old school players, so you guys already know. Fallen Empire, it has a few cards you can use, and this is like one of the staples from Fallen Empire, for black anyway. So I'm very excited to have those. And we have two demonic tutors. We can only use one of them, but you can tell, look at the play wear on these. These saw the early days of Magic. Look at this. We got some, actually, let me take it out of the sleeve. Let's you know, appreciate this for what it is, because this has been in storage for 25 years. So this is just the play that it had, you know, from what? The first few years of Magic. Look at this thing. This was played. See if I can get a better. Okay, now it's not focusing on me. Come on, focus. I'm trying to get the edges. It's hard to see, but yeah, it's got some good edge wear on there. Nothing better than having a little bit of patina on a beautiful card like Demonic Tutor. So we do have a Demonic Tutor. We can only play one of them, though. And here is our other Demonic Tutor, which I think is in a little bit better condition, but still heavily played. I would say it's going to be put in the heavy play category. Look at the corners and edges. But this is Magic history, and I'm actually, I think it's really cool that we have 2 Demonic Tutors. It's funny, though, because he can only play one of them. They're restricted. But it is really cool that we ended up with 2 demonic tutors. I got a little excited there. I do have a demonic tutor. I just bought an alpha demonic tutor, but I'm really excited for this revised edition one, because this is the one that everybody played back in the day. Everybody had a revised demonic tutor. We got the revised Dark Ritual. I think this is a 4th edition, another revised, and a 4th edition. So we have a play set of Dark Rituals. Once again, not surprised, because very playable cards for old school. So we got some more Mirage here. Ooh, we got our Unholy Strength. Yes, this is the bad copy without the pentagram, but that's okay. We might find some more, but we have 1 Unholy Strength we can throw into our deck. We have a Drain Life. Drain Life. For each black you spend in addition to casting costs, Drain Life deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Gain 1 life for each 1 damage dealt, but not more than the toughness of the creature or the life total of the player. Well, I remember this card very well, but we cannot play it. Oh, there's one right there. There's the original printing Drain Life. I don't know if I want to play it, but we might just throw it in there. We need some sideboard, you know. Cool. This is a very cool. This is a very cool box so far. We're building our budget green black deck here, and we're having a good time. Oh, was that all of our black? That means we might not have any more Unholy Strength, unless he's hiding some Unholy Strength in here somewhere. And like, here's an example of how well he takes care of his stuff. He has desiccants in here. So these have been stored for 25 years with you know, very, of course, climate controlled room at all times. All right, so we're in white now. We have a Healing Salve from Mirage. Another Healing Salve. From, what is this? Phemerith Knight. 2/2 flanking. Attacking does not cause Phemerith Knight to tap this turn. Pay 1 white, it gives it vigilance. And it's got flanking. Not a great card, but the artwork, though, is cool. I like it. Tony Roberts. Good job, Tony. I like the artwork. Sacred Boon. I remember this artwork. Very cool. Whoa, why are you yelling at me, Abby? Abby Matron. Another Homelands card. We got to skip through the Homelands because nobody wants to see those. Oh, Death Speakers. Protection from black. I mean, it's not the worst card in the world, but it's a 1/1 protection from black for 1, so that's all right. But it's Homelands. We gotta get through these. Savannah Lions. And it's a revised. It looks so beautiful. I think after revised, I didn't like 4th edition's coloring. It looked too good. But revised, you got the darker text and the light faded border. I just think it looks really cool. This one we can definitely use when we make a white deck, which we're not doing right now. But we're just going to take out the cards we could use and store the Swords to Plowshares. Such a good card. Staple card. But this is not the right printing. We need the original artwork. I bet you there's an original artwork Swords in here. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. Okay, get through these Homelands cards. Disenchant. Yes, sir. We got 2 Disenchants. A 3rd Disenchant. It's Ice Age, though. And another Disenchant. Can't use... Ooh, is this a misprint? The coloring is off on this. This might be a misprint Mirage, or a... I don't know if you call it a misprint if the ink is off, but... Yeah, that coloring is off. Let's see if we can find another. There's a normal Mirage card. I don't know. Maybe it's just Mirage in general. It seems a little bit off, but I can't tell. So we got some Noble Elephants. Not really sure about these. Ooh, this one looks a lot darker too. Like, look at the quality control, I guess, right? We got a disenchant, but it's the wrong printing. We can't use that one. Can't use it, unfortunately. Okay, this one kind of fell down, out of order somewhere. I don't know where it was, but we're gonna put these back. Okay, so we had some black and some white. 2 demonic tutors is crazy though, just in case, right? Just in case. So we'll put these back in here safely. I hope we have some Siobhan dragons. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so we're moving on to the pink box. We don't have a lot of white cards yet, so hopefully we'll find some more white cards. But luckily our green and black collection is doing well. Okay, let's see what we have here. These look like land. We're definitely going to need some land though, so let's go through this. Okay, we have a safe haven. It's from the dark. Safe haven. Ooh, Mishra's Factory and strip mine, strip mine, strip mine, strip mine. Oh my goodness, we got some strip mines up in here, and then we got some dual lands. So these are all non-basic lands, basically non-basic. Oh, we needed strip mines and Mishra's Factories, and we do have our strip mines and Mishra's Factories. Look at this full set of white border strips. Very cool. Yes, these are 4th edition. And you can tell they were played quite a lot. Look at that. Look at the play wear on them. Some more than others, I guess. But yeah, they saw some play for sure. Look at that. Yep. Very cool. And then we got our Mishra's Workshop here. So let's just put the lands over here. We have, or Mishra's Factory, sorry. I think I called it Mishra's Workshop. But yeah, you see the white border? I think they stopped making the white border because the borders always got kind of dirty. It was a little bit of a trade-off though. It was either your border is going to get dirty, or like on the black borders, it's kind of like the back of the card. You see how you have the edge wear that shows through? So I mean, it was kind of a trade-off. But maybe that's why they stopped doing white border, I'm not sure. But they don't do white border anymore. So there we go. Let's see what else we have in here. More land, maybe? We need some forests and some swamps. Let me see if I can get these out of here. More desiccants. Ooh, this one says do not eat. That's the old school desiccants. You know, the new ones are like, they say they're non-toxic or whatever. Okay, so we're in red. We might find us some Siobhan dragons in here. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. We got an Ice Age Pyroblast. All right. Incinerate. Sorry, my cat is like trying to be part of the video here. Okay, we got Incinerates. So this is a Mirage Incinerate. Ufton Troll. We'll have to take that out. Just in case we do an Ufton Troll, we'll have to put that in our red deck. Ooh, the red on this is weird. That's not normal red, is it? Maybe it's just Mirage. Mirage just has more vivid red colors. There's another Ufton Troll. Crimson Roke. There we go. There's a Disintegrate. Very nice. We can use that. Oh, we got a Stone Rain and another Stone Rain. Oh, we got this. We got a Legends. This is an Italian Legends. I think now that I see this, I remember seeing this. I remember him showing me this card. Wow. That is what a trip through memory lane, right? This is a Cobalt. Cobalts of Kirkeep or something like that. I'm not sure what it is. I cannot read it, but I think this is Italian, an Italian Cobalt from Legend, Italian Legends. That's cool. I might just throw it in there, just for fun. Okay, Cosmo, calm down. That's Cosmo, the cat. We got Pyrotechnics. I vaguely remember this card. It does 4 damage for 5. It's kind of like a fireball where you can only do 4 damage. Is it great? No. Is it okay? It's usable. We got Raging Gorillas, Incinerate, Earth Elemental. It's a 4/5 for 5. That's not terrific, but it's playable. Let's put it in there. Stone Rain, a Fire Elemental, 5 for a 5/4. So it's kind of like that, but the opposite. We could play that. Lightning Bolt, let's go. Oh, we got another Cobalt. This must have been his Italian. I think he might have bought a pack of Italian Legends, and he got this Cobalt. So or maybe he just bought some Cobalts. These are all 0. So we'll just throw these guys in there, I guess, just for fun. We got a Shatter. We got a Shatter, guys. These are all old school staples that we can use. Not the Cobalts, but the Shatters and the Disintegrates and stuff like that. We got another Stone Rain. A Fireball. We got a revised Fireball. Back in the day, even though Revised came out in 94 and I started playing in 95, I thought Revised was so much cooler than 4th edition because it was 1 year older. Like, that's how fast vintage Magic became, like, valuable, I guess. Like, 1 year and it was already valuable. Like, when Revised came out, beta was like, it's already people who wanted beta, but the thing is, alpha wasn't as popular as it is now. Actually, people preferred beta because when alpha came out, when people started playing tournaments, they couldn't use alpha in tournaments. It was considered a marked card because they didn't have sleeves. So people didn't want alpha as much as they wanted beta, which I think is kind of insane now because alpha cards are usually about 3 times the price of beta cards right now. So it's just funny how things change over the years. So alliances, I remember these gorillas. Let's see, Visions, more gorillas. I'm not really familiar with like what cards were good for this series. Oh, we got Joven. Joven, pay 3 red, tap, destroy target non-creature artifact. It's an expensive card. Is it playable? I think so. I think it's playable. More homelands. Oh, and there's the other guy, Chandler. Destroy target artifact creature. So these are like the 2 guys. They go together for like a team. They like form a team over here. One costs 1 red more, but they both cost 5. These are the 2 guys right here. 2 pals for destroying artifacts. Playable, but not super powerful. It's expensive. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I remember that artwork. A lot of these cards I had, but I just don't have them anymore because I lost them. And it's just cool going back and looking through all these cards that I used to have at one time. All right, we haven't gotten to our lands yet. Let's see, let's put these back. We need to see. Ooh, I think we got some more black cards. This is a good sign because we do need some more Unholy Strengths. We got some more black cards here. Okay. That's good. That's good. Whew, take a deep breath. We have a drain life. Another drain life. A terror. I might put one more drain life and these, a revised terror. And another revised terror. So we got 3 terrors. Maybe we'll put that in our sideboard. And a drain life. We got drudge skeletons. Another one. Another one. These guys were good back in the day because you could regenerate them. You could just chump block and regenerate. So they weren't bad. Ooh, we got a blight. Oh my goodness, yes. Blight. 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 We had a whole play set of blight. This is a good card in old school. You can get rid of one of their lands. And it's a lot more affordable than Ice Storm. I think Ice Storms are going for like $100 or something right now. And you can get these for pennies on the dollar. So blights are really good, really good, really good. We have fear. We don't need those. So our play set is coming together here. We might have a complete deck here when we get all done. We need some land. Okay, so we are through with, so far, we are through these 3 boxes. Now it's time to do the final big box, okay? The big one. What is in here? Maybe we'll find some good surprises, but I think we need some more green cards. Our black is looking pretty good, but I think we need more green. Our white playset is not doing well. Red is okay. We could use that. I think there's got to be more in here. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, here is the box. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got more cards in here, guys. Okay, so this pristine box here, which I don't want to ding it. Oh, and I think this has the booklets in it. This is the Near Mint Mirage box. I guess this was the last pack of cards or box of cards that he collected back in the day. And here we go. A trip through time. And this is really, for some reason, I'm not sure what this is. This is 5th edition. Okay, so this might be 4th edition. It might be 4th edition. So we got 5th edition Mirage. For some reason, I thought he had Tempest, but I think it was just Mirage. Ice Age was really iconic when it came out, because everything was like blue and icy. But yeah, these are the instruction books he kept. Very cool. So I'm not going to put it in there because I'm actually going to use this drawer here. You can use for stuff. Oh, these are unsleeved. Are they all unsleeved? These are all the lands. Okay. So he's got a counter here. Okay, so this is a life counter. Okay. Cool. So we have our lands. Non-basic. So these are mostly revised. We got some Ice Age. More revised lands. We need green and black. Ice Age, 4th edition, revised. Let's quickly go through here and get some swamps. Some swamps. How many revised swamps do we have? There's one. That's a darkly printed revised swamp. I would prefer revised, but we might only have 4th edition. Oh, here's some revised. We'll just throw all these down. Another dark printed revised. There we go. We can go through these later. I just want to get them out so I have them. No dual lands. I was hoping we had some dual lands in here, but we might not. We might not have any dual lands. There's a green. More forests. I might be short on forests here, guys. Actually, is this? Yeah. We might be short on forests here. Okay, so we got our land base. Let's look through. This is our last stack of cards here. It's another life counter. More of that. Okay. So here we go. Let's grab a pile of these. Let's see what we got. We got our beautiful Savannah Lions here. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, Heart of Wolf. This looks like a dark misprint also. Put that with that one. This is a proxy he made of Crimson Hellkite back in the day. 6/6 flying dragon. 9 mana. So 9 mana to cast him. He has the real one here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Crimson Hellkite. I guess that might have been one of his... Ooh, we got a Jokel Hops. It might have been one of his main big creatures. We have a Curd Ape. Let's put those down there. We got 2 Curd Apes. Ooh, Anarchy. Destroy all white permanents. I remember that card. Okay, Cosmo. There's the rest of our lightning bolts. Throw those in there. Ooh, this one has a different back to it. It's like bumpy. So, yeah. Let's see. Another Incinerate. Limdol's Volt. I'm not going to read all of that. That's a lot of text. Ooh, Essence Vortex. Alliances, Ice Age. We got some Chronicles cards. Let's see here. Ooh, this guy. I remember him. Let's see what else we got. Visions. These are all our multicolor guys. Okay. We need to find... Let's see. We need some more green cards. We might not have any more green cards. That might have been it. I vaguely remember him having more green cards, but maybe not. Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay. This is a championship card. Okay. Yep. Necrotal. 2/1 first strike. When it comes into play, bury target non-artifact, non-black creature. Cool. We got a warping worm. Ooh, we got a Juggernaut. Let's go, guys. Juggernaut. Boom. He can go in our deck. Shield Spear. Counts as a wall. It's a 0/6 for 0. If Shield Spear is assigned as a blocker, put a -1. Oh, I can't even talk now. A 0/1. A -0. Cosmo. A -0, -1 counter on it. So it's a 0/6 wall for 0. That seems really broken, doesn't it? I'm just going to put that in my commander deck. Yeah, it gets -1 on the toughness if you block, but you can block 6 times with it. And for 0, that's crazy. We got a Retrothopter, 1 for a 0/2, flying. Pay 2 for +1/+0 until end of turn. You cannot spend more than 4. So you can make it a 2/2 flyer. That's not great. Ooh, Clockwork Gnomes. I remember those guys. See what else we might have. Artifact. We're in artifacts, guys, so we might find something. Maybe we'll have a soul ring. Will we pull a soul ring out of this box? Let's see. Serpent Generator. This produces poison snake tokens. It's a undervalued card, I think. Maybe we'll put that in our sideboard. I'm not sure. We don't have a huge sideboard right now. Horn of Deafening. This card's not too bad. Target creature deals no damage. It's good against big creatures, but it's also, it costs a lot. Ashnod's Altar. 0, sacrifice a creature. Add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool, play this ability. That's not, this is actually a good card. We're going to put all 3 of these in our sideboard for now. We'll see. An Icy Manipulator. Unfortunately, it's the wrong artwork. We cannot use this card. Okay. Soul Ring. Woo! Let's go, guys. I didn't call it, did I? But I did. We got 2 Soul Rings. How many Soul Rings are we allowed to run in here? And we have a Zuran Orb. I remember thinking this card was pretty good because I could gain life, but at the risk of sacrificing a land. So we have 2 Soul Ring, just like our double Demonic Tutors. We can only run 1 of these. So we'll just throw that in there. Cursed Rack. Another Icy Manipulator that we cannot use. Vassals of Urza, underrated card, I think. Look at your opponent's hand. I don't know. Maybe we should play it. I mean, you can look at your opponent's hand before you make them discard cards. I mean, to see if it's worth it. But if you're playing at a competitive level, it's probably always going to be worth it to discard their hand. Nevinral's Disc. There we go. That's a board wipe. Disrupting Scepter. Target player chooses and discards 1 card from his or her hand. That's, I mean, it's budget. It's worth it. You know, we got a Rack. Target player's upkeep. Rack deals 1 damage for each card in his or her hand, fewer than 3. Fewer. So 2. I don't know. I don't like that card. Homelands again. All right, we got Black Vise. Okay, if opponent has more than 4 cards in hand during his or her upkeep, Black Vise does 1 damage. It's usable. Let's throw those in there. We might even sideboard them. I don't know. I don't know how many cards I'm going to need. This looks like another Homelands misprint. The inking is off on it. Yeah. We'll just throw that in our misprint pile. Okay. That's it for those. I think we have some more here. Are these all artifacts? Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay, blue. That's right. We haven't looked at blue yet. So, I just messed up my pile here. Okay, we're in the blue. We haven't seen any blue cards, that's right. So here we go, we got Polar Kraken. I remember pulling this card from a pack back in the day, and I thought it was such a cool card. I mean, the artwork this is Mark Tedden artwork. Famous artwork from Mark Tedden. He also did Mana Crypt. I really like his art style. So it's a cool card. Let's see what else we have here. Shimmer. When you play Shimmer, choose a land type. All lands of the chosen type gain phasing. Wow, I don't even remember what phasing does. When do they phase out? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up. Phasing. I know what phasing means, but when does it phase? We got a counterspell. We got a Drain Power. Merfolk. A Drake. Okay, we got a Power Sink, but that's the wrong artwork. Let's see, what else do we have here? Anything good? Ooh, we got a Timmy. We got another one, a revised Timmy. All right. Aether Storm. Ooh, I remember this one. I remember this was a good card for Homelands, I think. So you pay 3 and a 4 for an enchantment. No summon spells may be cast Any player may pay 4 life to bury Aether Storm. Effects that prevent or redirect damage cannot be used. So no summon spells may be cast. I might throw that in my commander deck just for fun. But most of these homelands are not great. Ooh, that little, I remember that guy. Little seagull. Jinx. Target land becomes a basic land type of your choice until end of turn. That's all, until end of turn. Oh, come on now. Memory lapse. Oh yeah, this one wasn't too bad. Counter target spell, put the spell on top of the owner's library. It wasn't great either. It wasn't good, it wasn't great. Let's see, more homelands. Homelands. Ooh, this one saw some playtime, I think. All creatures lose flying and island walk. Oh, this is an enchant world. The cool thing about enchant worlds, whenever a new enchant world comes into play, you must bury all other previous enchant worlds. So you can only have one enchant world at a time. You got a place set of counterspells plus extra. I saw more counterspells back here. But we have a play set here, and I do love this artwork. The only problem is it's not the original artwork, so we can't use it in our deck. We got this guy. Let's see. Force Spike. Counter target spell unless its caster pays an additional 1. Okay. Not a lot of blue playable cards. You can tell he played mostly black, green, and red, I think. Another Timmy. And a Sandbar Crocodile, which has phasing, which we still don't know what that means. Cool. Okay, so that is the collection. We pulled all of these cards that we can use. So I think what we're going to do now is, after this video, I'm going to try to get this deck built, and then we'll go through and see exactly what we need to add to it. I do have some other vintage cards, so I think the next video, we're just going to focus on building this deck and see what other cards I already have that we can add to it. And then we're going to see what cards I still need to buy for the deck to complete it. So anyway, I just want to thank Steven for sending me this wonderful collection from way back in the day. 25 years this collection's just sat and not been used, and today we are going to use it. We're going to use this collection, but we do have, let me organize this a little bit. We did get a Juggernaut. That's cool. We got a Lightning Bolt. We need to showcase, we did get Hypnotic Spectre. That is cool. Did we have a revised one? Yeah. We have a revised Hypnotic Spectre, and we do not have enough giant growths. We need some more. But look at these guys here. These are some game changers right here. So we had a Hypnotic Spectre, we got Demonic Tutor, we got Soul Ring, we have a Thicket Basilisk, and a Lure. Where's our Lure? A Lure. There it is. What an amazing collection we have here. So, very cool. I'm excited to put these cards in a deck and get some playtime out of them. So, I will be back in the next video. We're going to be constructing a deck with these cards. We're going to try our best to get a 60 card deck put together and play some old school with this thing. So, I will see you guys then. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and come back for some more old school and commander action on the channel. All right, guys. Adios.